So this is the 2014 Junior Cert Ordinary Level Paper 1, and we're looking at question number 11. The first three stages of a pattern are shown below. Each stage is made up of a certain number of shaded discs and a certain number of white discs. So we can see the pattern here, the first stage, second stage and third stage. Shade in the appropriate discs below to show the fourth stage of the pattern. So if we're shading in the fourth stage, we're shading those four there. Part 2 says complete the table below to show how the pattern continues. So when you have one shaded disc, you have 5 white discs. When you have 2 shaded discs, if we go back, 2 shaded discs, you've got these 5 white discs and then another 2, which is 7. Over here we've got 9. So 5, 7, 9. So we can see that it's going up in 2s, and if we look at the fourth shape which we've drawn, there's 5 here, 1, another 5 there, that's 11. So the pattern there, as we can see, we're going up in 2s, so we'll just continue that, 13 and 15. In a particular stage of the pattern there are 21 white discs. How many shaded discs are in this stage of the pattern? So if we just continue the white discs on until we get 21, so the next would be 17, then 19, and then 21. We can just continue down this pattern here, which is just going up in 1. So that's 7, 8, 9. So the answer then is, if there was 21 white discs, there would be 9 shaded discs. So 9 shaded discs is the answer. Okay, and finally part 4, write down the relation between the number of shaded discs and the number of white discs in each stage of the pattern. State clearly the meaning of any letters you use. Okay, well let's say that shaded discs is S. Let's use the letter S for shaded. Let's use the letter W for white. So if we go back to the original pattern, we can see that in the original pattern you have, let's do a different color, do this in pink, you've got the original 3 there on the end, okay, and those 3 are always there. So those 3 are always there. And then for each shaded disc you've got double the amount of whites as well as the 3. So if you've 1 shaded, you've 2 green and the 3. If you've 2 shaded, you've 4 green and the 3. If you've 3 shaded, you've 6 green, double 3, and the 3 pink. And if you've 4 shaded, you've double 4, which is 8. There's your 8, and again you've got the 3 pink on the end. So those pink are always there. So that's one way to look at the pattern growing. So basically, whatever the if we go back to the question, it says write down the relationship between the number of shaded discs and the number of white discs in each stage of the pattern. Well, the number of white discs in green will always be double the number of shaded discs plus the 3 at the end. So it will be double the number of shaded discs plus 3 at the end. So we can write that as the number of white discs is equal to double the number of shaded discs, in other words 2s plus 3. So that's one way to write it using algebra. You can also write it in words if you like, and that's the end of the question.